Good evening. I hope you're all keeping well, and just a little update on some of the work that's been going on around the golf course recently. First thing is, I'd like to welcome the new course committee led by Chairperson John Prendergast, Gertie McMullen from the Ladies Committee and Donald Murphy from the Men's Committee. And the Links Superintendent, when he does start, will be on the committee along with myself. So we had our first meeting this week and we walked the golf course, which is a great way to start. So we walked every hole and made a little list of works that have to be done. Now that's probably going to take 12-18 months to complete, but at least it's a starting point, and when Keith Murray, our new Links Superintendent, comes in, I'm sure he'll have his opinion and his priorities on what has to be done. But it was a very constructive meeting, nice to get the input, nice to walk the golf course and have a list now which gives us a bit of a focus for the future. A few things that were noticed though on the golf course, which is kind of disappointing, was the number of divots that are taken on the fairways and up around the greens outside the marked areas. So there's a lot of divots, which again at this time of the year, without the growth, they don't really recover, and then that will affect the condition of the course then during the summertime. So we decided as a committee then to say, like, if you look at here just over my shoulder, the divots just short of the bunker and that, like, they're going to take a long time to recover. So it was decided two things: that number one, that the mats would be compulsory in all general areas around the golf course. So that's any area that's cut to fairway height or lower. Really, you have to use a mat now, and that includes when you're taking your practice swing. A good point was made by John Prendergast that a lot of people are taking practice swings, taking a divot on the practice swing and then putting it on the mat to play the shot. So please, if you're taking a practice swing, please take it off the mat to make sure that you don't take a divot on the practice swing and then play the shot from the mat. And again, I'd say if you're using the mat, put the ball in the middle of the mat, not on the sides of it where you can still take a divot. Like, the purpose of the mat is to stop damage to the golf course. So please, you respect the golf course at this time of the year, and it'll pay off during the summer. So another thing as well that was noticed is, and I'm here on the right hand side of the 9th green at the moment. You probably see over my shoulder there, the barriers are in place here. Now again, the barriers are there for a reason. They're there to protect the golf course. They're not there as obstacles to make it a little bit more exciting for you to walk around. Like, I've seen people walking over them, moving them out of the way, lifting them, just throwing them there, and like, they're not there for that. They're there for a purpose. Like, the greenkeepers pick out certain areas, and where we are here on the 9th, like if you look over my shoulder here, just off the edge of the green, kind of here, that's hard to see, is where we're trying to protect. So we're trying to keep the traffic away from the heavily worn areas, so that has a chance to recover and rest, and then during the summer again, that'll be back in great condition. So if you do see the barriers, please be aware that they're there for reasons. They're not there as obstacles to jump over. So again, another thing I'd say is, when we're talking about the mat, is if you are using a mat up very close in the vicinity of the green and you do want to putt and you're not going to take a divot with a putter, that's okay. You can use a putter. But any other club really, for the moment, for a few weeks anyway, till we reduce the amount of divots and get some work done on the divots, we'll try and keep it to mats only, compulsory mats, other than using a putter. So I hope you all enjoyed the bank holiday, a nice bonus bank holiday weekend. Gives you an opportunity to get out and play golf and enjoy the conditions. The greens are in great condition for the time of the year and that, and see all the work that's going on. Some great work on revetting bunkers and things like that. We're trying to raise up some of the entrances into the bunkers were very, like, a bit of a step down into them, so we've tried to lift that up, put a bit of revetting around the front of it, and it's a good job, nice job. The guys are working well, doing some good work around the golf course. The 7 tee box, the high up tee box, that I think next week will be looked at. The steps on the way up have to be redone, and the matting on the way up will be redone as well. So lots of good work to be done in the month of February as well. And then we have our new Links Superintendent starting beginning of March. I think the 6th of March I think is his date. So Hope you all get out to play this weekend. Have a great bank holiday, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all soon. Okay, bye bye.